Hello guys, we're going to proceed with Barron's Essential Words for IELTS, Unit 10, Text 2. On the left hand side we have a reading text which calls the invention of variable pitch propellers. On the right hand side we have a task related to this text. Let's read the task. Answer the questions about the invention of variable pitch propellers. Questions 1 to 5. Do the following statements agree with the information in the reading passage? Write 2 if the statement agrees with the information. False if the statement contradicts information. Not given if the information is not if there is no information on this in the passage. Let's read the first sentence. A course propeller worked better during sustained flight than during landing. So our main keywords is going to be course propeller and sustained light. So it means that we're gonna scan the text and try to find information related to course propeller and exactly about sustained light. So we're gonna scan from the beginning and we're gonna try to find any information related to this course propeller. So in the following sentence here we have a course propeller is highlighted, and one sentence before this we have a sustained light. So let's read the previous sentence. So is a plane had a fine propeller, it traveled with entire time as if in a first gear, working well on takeoff and landing but working inefficiently during sustained light. If the plane had a thick course propeller, it traveled the entire time as if in the high gear, working efficiently during sustained light. Okay, efficiently, so it worked efficiently during sustained light, but making takeoffs and landings dangerous and prolonged. So a course propeller worked better during sustained light than during landing. So the answer to this question is true. It says it worked better. It says here working efficiently during sustained light. So we'll go further to the following sentence. It says variable pitch propellers. So it's gonna, our keyword is gonna be variable pitch propellers cause problem because of their inflexibility. So variable pitch propellers will be keywords. So and inflexibility. There was a problem because of their inflexibility. We go further. So as we can see here in the first paragraph we're saying about course propellers. Here in the second paragraph it was saying about variable pitch propellers. We're gonna highlight it, and as you can see it was saying in details about variable pitch propellers. So we go further and we try to find any information about their inflexibility. So as you can see it says about it propellers, and let's read this sentence because it says in details about its propellers. The propellers could be titled at takeoff and landing to act as if in the first gear, dropping less air with each rotation, and could be titled when cruising to act as if in a high gear, dropping more air with each rotation. So it says there were no issue with flexibility, so the answer to the second question is going to be false. Let's go to the third question. So the blades of variable pitch propeller could be moved to different angles. Let's highlight keywords. So again about variable pitch propeller and blades of it. So we scan further the second paragraph exactly, because we know that all information related to variable pitch is here, and we will try to find the sentence where they are mentioning about blades. So let's scan it and try to find information about blades. So whole paragraph contains the word variable pitch. It says about that, so we don't focus on it, and we will just focus on blades. So as you can see here, so we're saying about blades. Let's read this sentence. The propeller's blades were separate from each other, attached at the drive shaft in the center, and they could be moved independently or together to shove the air at different angles. The blades of variable pitch propeller could be moved to different angles. So the answer to third question is going to be true, because it is actually moved to different angles because of its structure. So we go further to the fourth question. A plane with variable pitch propeller was easier to handle in the turbulence. So here our keywords is going to be again variable pitch and propeller and plane. So we go further to the second paragraph, and which we scan it, and we will focus on the word plane. So as you can see in the following sentence, we are saying about planes. Let's highlight it, and let's read this sentence. With a variable pitch propeller, planes could now take off and land more safely and reliably, carry varying weights, and handle greater variations in wind speed and turbulence. So they are easy to handle in turbulence, and here we're saying and handle greater variations in wind speed and turbulence. So basically it says the same. So answer to the fourth question is going to be true. We'll go to question number 5. Variable pitch propellers were expensive to manufacture. So variable pitch propellers and manufacture. We can highlight the words, and I scan this paragraph one more time and to find any information about manufacture. So here was it saying about the structure, about propellers, planes, blades, which were highlighted, and no information about manufacture. We can go to the following paragraph, but as you can see, there is no more information about that, and it contains information about the inventor of it, Turnbull, about him, and there is no information about manufacture. It's not given. So answer to the fifth question is going to be not given. If you can't find that kind of information in the text, do not make it up. It means that the answer to that question is going to be not given, because there is no information about manufacture, and there is no information about the price. Like you can see here the word expensive. There is no information if it's cheaper or expensive. Yeah, so we go further, and the questions 9 to 7. Let's read the task. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. So let's read the first question. Wallace Rupert Turnbull designed his variable pitch propeller. So this is about this guy, Wallace Rupert Turnbull. A, at the Cornell University. B, in Canada. C, at the home of Alexander Graham Bell. D, in Edison's lab. So about him. So from the second paragraph, we know that he just made it up, this variable pitch propeller. It's about him, and he made it up in 1922, but there is no information about him here. In the following paragraph, there is information about him, and it says he was born in Canada, but he didn't made it up in Canada. It doesn't say anything about that. He studied mechanical engineering at Cornell. So let's highlight these options which we have here. He was born in Canada. He studied mechanical engineering at Cornell University, and he just then graduated to Europe. He studied in Europe, postgraduate, returned to work at the Edison's lab, in New Jersey, and just 1 year after, he went back home, and he made up his own lab in 1902, and he invited his Barron propeller in that year, but he returned home and went back home, is highlighted, and he set up his own lab. He've done it in his own lab, but he came back home, which means that he came back where he was born. It's in Eastern Canada. So the answer to question 6 is gonna be B, because as you can see here, went back home, set up his own lab in a barn, and started running his own aviation experiments. He done it there, working on all of these experiments in Canada. He came back home in Canada. It's his home. So question number 7, Turnbull preferred to work. So again, our keyword goes to Turnbull and the work, about his work. A, with other inventors. B, in a university lab. C, with like-minded engineers. D, in isolation. So let's scan text further, and let's try to find any mention about work. We're gonna focus on work, on keyword work. As you can see here, they were saying about Turnbull here, and further Turnbull one more time here. So both paragraph contains information about him. So we scan the following paragraph, and we try to find information about work. So here, just saying about work. Let's here work one more time. Let's read these both sentences. He sometimes conferred with fellow aviation enthusiast Alexander Graham Bell in Nova Scotia, but for the most part he worked in isolation. Unlike most engineers, he chose not to work in a university laboratory or in a lab such as Edmonds, where he would have been supported by like-minded engineers in the physics. So he had a choice, but he preferred to work in isolation. So the answer to 7th question is going to be D. So we've done with this task. I hope you guys enjoyed this training. Please do not forget to subscribe and put your likes. Have a good day. Good luck with your IELTS exam. Bye.